Hi, I'm Matt, and in this episode we're going to go through the rough dimensions of the K-Fu-XFL. And the reason why I'm going to say they're rough dimensions is because all I've got is just a little tape measure here and we're going to be using that. But on a serious point, I've only kept basic measurements of the wing itself, and I'll put photographs of that in the end of this episode for you. But this question's come up a number of times about the actual dimensions. So I'm going to give you some rough dimensions so you've got an idea on the actual size of the model itself. So with that said, it was two 800mm, 6mm, and spit my words out, it was all 6mm Depron which I used, and they were 800mm wide. So the two main wing sections, when they were glued together, are 118 centimeters, which is about 46 inches. I will put a photograph of that at the end because I've got the exact measurements in the side, and they were two separate sheets which I just hot glued up in the middle and then folded them over. The actual depth of the cord itself is approximately 15 inches or about 38 centimeters. The fuse itself, from the inner part of the wing to the back, is approximately 9 inches or 22 centimeters, and the total length is about 18 inches or 47 centimeters. The width of the fuselage itself is 9.5 centimeters or 3 3/4 in inches. If I pull this up, you'll see that inside the bay itself, again, just to give you a quick rough one on there, is 10.5 inches or 27 centimeters. When it comes to the main spar which actually runs through this wing, it was just a meter length which I had spare. So it goes for about that far through the actual wing itself, and all I did was just use the arming wing construction and put some foam either side. Now for the motor mounts themselves, I made and 3D printed some motor mounts on these. They're available on Thingiverse, and it wasn't exactly a meter which I put for the main spar, because the tube which I used, I chopped off two pieces on the end, drilled a hole in it, and then made a T-section and restrained the 10mm by 10mm carbon, well, it was actually glass fibre tube which pokes out, retained it back in there by making a T-junction with a piece of carbon rod going through the back of it. So that was then stuck in, and then I used a combination of hot glue to put the main spar in, and then some brown Gorilla Glue to just put the whole lot in because we had some playtime with it. And that pokes out approximately, I think from the back from the main spar, which is about 2.5 inches or about 7 centimeters on there. The booms themselves, they're 50 centimeters long. They're available on Banggood. I'll stick a link to those in the video description. The V-tail, it is approximately 14 inches apart or 35 centimeters, and the length of the two pieces which I put on there to make the inverted V-tail is 9 inches or 23 inches, and the height in the middle is approximately 5.5 inches or 14 centimeters. So that's the overview to the K-Fu-XFL. Oh, quick one, I missed out on the ailerons. The ailerons are about 12 inches long or 31 centimeters, and they're not particularly deep, maybe about 1.5 inches or something like that. So that's the overview to the K-Fu-XFL. I don't know where my little one is at the moment. Oh, there she is. She is basically double the size of the original K-Fu. So there's the original K-Fu, and it's literally just double the size of the original. So just take the dimensions for this one and double them up, in short. Oh, one measurement which I've just realised I missed, which is the length at the tip of the cord, which is 11 centimeters or 4.25 inches at the wingtips. So with that said, I hope that helps you. Like I said, I'll put some photos up at the end of this episode, the photos which I've got, and I hope that helps you. So for myself, Matt, cheerios!